Well, this ought to be interesting.
America, welcome to sports. In layman's terms, I'm your guy Willie SoSo, and sitting across from me today we have
CB franchise, what's up, everybody?
and
No, no, Jim say layman's turn. I love lame ass turn. Anyway, work in progress. I'm working on it. I am working on it.
and every week he fails.
Do you ever notice, like, we can say our names, like, in, like, half a second, and his name takes, like, what, 20 seconds to get through his
I
spiel?
think we're gonna change the initials instead of it being WIP, work in progress.
Man.
Then we're gonna change it to FUP, fucking up perpetually.
Man.
No.
Nonetheless,
Working on it.
America, you know what we do, how we do, and where we do it from. Beaming to you from our favorite watering hole, Snickers Pool and Pub in Livonia, Michigan. Coming to you, no coach speak, no media spin, just some guys at the bar with the drinks, talking sports just like you. Let's get on into it. I had planned to come to you all and have a conversation with you about what our beloved Pistons needed to do to get better at the trade deadline. And then
Breaking news here on SportsCenter. Massive trade happening in the NBA right now. The Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. It's a 3-team deal that includes Utah.
somebody makes sense of this for me. Anybody.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, man. This what happened with Luka and the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas went to pay this guy for max $345 million a year. Now, they was not in on him last year because he always coming out of shape. He never take it serious by his training. At one point last year, they had to pull a beer out of his hand while he was playing practice. So I think they was like, man, we're not giving this guy $345 million. He a talent, but he gonna work his way out the league if he continue to do what he do, no matter how talented he is. Remind me of Oliver Miller, who's a great talent, but he got too big. And he worked his way out the league. Zion Williams on his way to do the same thing.
Hold on. First things first, you will not disrespect Luka Doncic by referring to him in terms of Oliver Miller. That's just disrespectful. Don't even do that.
All right, my feelings about this trade is, one, is that the Lakers are probably, they're trying to do like the old, Men in Black, the red button. Boop! We did not draft Bronny James Jr. They want everybody to forget about that we did not draft Bronny James Jr. They want everybody to talk about, listen, we just traded for Luka Doncic. Oh, hell no! Luka going to the Lakers, I think, is going to be because Lakers are saying, listen, we are, setting pace for the future because we all know LeBron's not going to last too much longer. When we go back to Luka saying, the thoughts and the words out there saying that he's not like a person that goes out there and trains enough and does the only person I can look at who doesn't train enough but still does good is Jokic.
It ain't so much that he comes out, comes to camp out of shape or, so forth and so on. Because by the time we get to it, he's giving you 30 and 10. Season in, season out. We've seen it happen. But just like AD, which you talked about, franchise, he stays hurt. Every month or so, he's out 3 or 4 games, just like AD is. So the trade comes up, and I'm trying to figure out who won it, because that's the question everybody wants to ask. And the first thing I thought about was their injury history. Neither one of these cats has played more than 76 games in a season. And that's on the high end. On average, both of them are playing about somewhere between 60, 70 games a season. And you could sort of kind of book it. So that's the first thing. Now, I do tend to also agree with franchise about LA is looking towards the future. But for right now, they're sort of kind of fucked. Short term, I sort of kind of think that Dallas won the trade. They're loaded. They got now AD when he gets healthy. They got Lively when he gets healthy. They got Gafford. That's their front line. And that's hard to deal with. Then they got PJ Washington. They got Kyrie. They got Clay, who, albeit a shell of himself, could still shoot that motherfucker. We saw that recently. He dropped 7 threes in the first quarter of a game.
Right.
Long term, though, the Lakers now have their point guard of the future. And I'm not really concerned about the lazy work ethic of Luka.
Should be.
I'm not. If he's gonna be lazy and puff motherfucking cigarettes and come in and drop 30 and 10, fine. Go ahead. As long as his body doesn't completely break down, as long as it doesn't become not perpetual. That's not the word I want to use. As long as his injury history doesn't become a chronic thing,
It will be.
Says who?
Well, I don't have any history about that because I mean, Luka hasn't had he's been pretty healthy mostly.
No, he hasn't had any major issues.
Right.
But what he has had, well, for one, he's been out since Christmas. So whatever's going on with him right now,
This
calf
has to be
strain.
his biggest one.
I don't know.
Does that continue? Don't know. But what we do know is when he's playing, he is top 5 player in the league.
Absolutely.
We know that. And I tend to think that the Lakers are willing to take that shot.
I think the way Lakers took that shot because LeBron's there. And he's going to get
LeBron didn't know about it.
No. It don't matter, but he takes the shot because LeBron and LeBron get that motherfucker right. Bottom line. He going to show him how to take care of his body.
I don't know if LeBron is going to be around long enough to show him how to do it.
He can do it this season. What you talking about? He did AD.
This might literally be LeBron's last season.
We know that ain't happening.
No, we don't know that.
Yeah, we made the top 30 last night with triple double. We ain't going nowhere.
Okay, you say that now.
You'll be here next year.
Hold on. You've been the biggest one to talk about how LeBron is running the Lakers, and they go and do some shit like this completely behind his back. There's no telling what he's going to do.
Do you believe that, though? Do you believe that, though?
That he didn't know?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Come on now.
Yes, I do believe that he didn't
I
know.
think he might have got a call during the game. He had to pick up the phone.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
All I'm saying is the on-court product is impeccable.
But if you,
and you can't get away from that.
But if, he's 25. Over the time he's older, if he's not taking care of his body, he won't be that on-court fucking product no more.
Over time, but what does that mean? 5 years, 10 years?
Could be 2.
But another thing too is that he's 25. He's gonna probably recuperate quicker and get stronger, easier.
To start.
Recover quicker. And then going forward, then
am I sitting here to say that he's going to be the perennial all-star and 30 and 10 guy for the next 20 years? No, he's not LeBron. Fine. Nobody's saying that he is. But for now,
and I think he could be a lot better and won't get hurt as much if he took care of his body. That's what I'm saying. Agreed. But as constituted, whatever he's doing, he comes in and he balls out.
He ain't lying.
Let's shift gears real quick. Since this, I think the trade deadline is Thursday, the 6th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. That happened. Mind blown. Back to our Pistons. What do they need to do? I think they should buy. I think they have an opportunity right now. I'm not saying they're no title contender or anything, but they have a chance right now to improve and take a step up.
My personal opinion is they keep the ship rolling the way it is. Better schemes, better practices, get better, get more skills going, and then look for a big man later. Not gonna lie, I don't think they need to make no moves right now. I wouldn't give up nobody on the team right now, unless it's like number 14, 15 on the bench. Nobody taking them. So
when J.D. Ivey went down, I was like going, oh shit, this season's over. I'm like, man, everybody's on a great trajectory. Everything's going great. They exceeded my expectations for this. They're the only team that has cap space that could facilitate a trade between, they could be the third team in a trade to move people around. If I'm the Pistons, I am not going to trade the farm to get somebody, for a couple of years here. I want to make sure we stay on the same trajectory. I think if they do anything, it'd be a small little trade. They might even take on, somebody's big contract. But I find the Pistons. There's Cam Johnson's out there for me. I like Cam Johnson. Plays defense. I think that's something that we lack. I'm just not sure what the Nets would want from it. If they want first round draft picks, the way the Pistons are trajectory is going right now, who wants the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th pick in the NBA draft? Because who are these guys in the future? Are these guys going to be changing your team, or is person you're trading for going to change your team? So I would say if they do something, maybe some minor to help facilitate a trade, I'd be shocked if they do anything major.
So you say stay put. You say something minor. Just to, like
Tweak.
shear up the front court, back court.
Tweak.
Either way. Okay. I say they buy. Now I'm not really sure who they should give up for this particular player, but I want them to go and get Nikola Vucevic. Vucevic. How you say it? Vucevic? Vucevic. Whatever. I say they should go and get him from Chicago. One, that defense that you was talking about on the front line is a big body up front. And he could stretch the floor, something that a bunch of players in our front court cannot do.
You feel that we got a nice nucleus right now with the young guys, all this stuff. Why Westbrook?
No, you don't touch them, but they have to develop. But
you bring in a new guy now. They got to learn how to work with him.
I'm not so sure how long term that is. I don't even know what his contract is like. I don't even know if he'd be a rental. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just speaking for the here and now. You can work it for the here and now and plan for the future.
Check out the big brain on Brad. You're a smart motherfucker.
Well, America, what say you? We done had one blockbuster trade. And if you're a Pistons fan, at least me and franchise are Pistons
fans. They hate
what do you think they ought to do? You can let us know at Facebook, Sports in Layman's Term, on Twitter, X, whatever the hell it's called, at Lay Term Sports. You can find this on YouTube at Sports in Layman's Term. And hell, if you really want to talk to us, you can email us at Sports in Layman's Term at Gmail. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this content. For myself, Willie SoSo, and
CV franchise.
And
work in progress.
This has been Sports in Layman's terms.
You can send us telegrams too.
What?
Get out.
Most of the time, these type of trades backfire royally to somebody. Me being a Lakers hater, I hope it's them. Just saying.